part in cushioning victims of floods across the country. In the new raft of directives issued by President William Ruto, Cabinet secretaries will spearhead disaster response and mitigation efforts across the country. Departments and agencies have also been directed to work closely with the National Disaster Operations Center and security agencies to ensure a proper approach to the management of the prevailing crisis.
All cabinet secretaries heeded the call from President William Ruto at State House at a time the country is facing yet another flood crisis that has affected the day-to-day activities of Kenyans. The government has now directed cabinet secretaries to spearhead the process of providing shelter, plus cushioning those affected by floods. Treasury CS Professor Njuguna Ndung'u has been directed to allocate some funds to county government so as to provide basic commodities and at the same time make sure residents of different counties are well prevented from being swept away by floods. This include making sure roads and infrastructure are well constructed, plus repairments done to those roads that were destroyed.
We have also directed the Treasury, working with the Ministry of Roads and Infrastructure and our military, to provide resources for roads, bridges, and other travel infrastructure that has been destroyed by the roads, by the floods. And we have asked Treasury to work with the resources they have, engage with development partners, and we are also encouraging the private sector to step forward.
However, the president did not clearly indicate how much should be allocated to cushion those affected. It should be noted that a few months ago, there was a clash between the county government and the national government on who should manage disaster response. The Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, through the National Cereals and Produce Board, has been directed to make available food supplies in government stores to support this effort. County Government Security Committee have been directed to report cases emanating from the effects of floods. The Kenya Defence Forces plus the police officers have been directed to provide support in the evacuation process.
Settlements in riparian reserves have complicated the response efforts and compounded and aggravated the risk to human life, safety, and property destruction. The Ministry of Interior is hereby directed to enforce the relocation notices issued earlier upon their expiry at 6:30 p.m. today.
The government has called upon the public to respect and adhere to safety alerts and interventions and to cease and desist from risking their lives or the lives of others by daring the force of nature. Paul Kirobi, TV 47, Nairobi.